Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more of my stupid antics. Today I'm bringing you probably the coolest deck profile ever, King of the Beasts and Moja, and everything surrounding that. This is basically I took King of the Beasts and Moja, and I was like, what do I have to do to make these remotely viable? So we ended up with this abomination. Starting off, we've got one copy of King of the Beasts. We only need one, since it can recur itself from the graveyard. You could play more of this if you wanted, but I just chose one due to space considerations. But then we are playing 3 Moja. This is the card that allows you to actually summon King of the Beasts. So we're maxing out our copies of this. Then we've got 2 Beast Striker. This searches Moja, well, special summons Moja from deck. And I was gonna play 3. You could probably play 3 if you wanted. I only thought 2 was necessary, but if you wanted to play 3 of this, you could cut something like a Lock Cat or something. Um, Then we've got 3 Green Baboon, Defender of the Forest. This one says that when a face-up beast monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, while it's in your hand or graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon it. So it's kind of like King of the Beasts in that it can recur itself, but we're playing 3 because it's got a really easy condition to satisfy, just paying life points. And then we're playing 1 Yellow Baboon, Archer of the Forest, which is the same thing except instead of paying life points, you banish 2 beasts from graveyard. So you'll notice all of these things are level 7 so far. King of the Beasts, these baboons, that's kind of the idea with the deck, is it's supposed to be somewhat of a rank 7 spam deck. Speaking of level 7s, then we have Behemoth, the king of all animals. You can normal summon / set this one with 1 tribute, and its original attack becomes 2,000. And then when it's tribute summoned, you can target beast monsters in your graveyard up to the number of, or equal to the number of monsters tributed, and return them to the hand. So this, is a decent way to get, get a level 7 on board and recur something. So for example, you could, if you had a Melffy Wally on field, and you still want it in hand for the end phase, you could tribute it off of Behemoth, get a level 7 on board, and then still have the Melffy Wally for the end phase. Then we're playing 3 Alpha, the Master of Beasts. This one's not a level 7, it's a level 8, but it's strong enough, and also Beast, that it's worth playing. It's kind of like Pankratops, it's a good going second card, and it's just a non-targeting bounce, which is pretty cool, and multiple of them sometimes. Then we've got my favorite tech in the deck, which is Egotistical Ape. This one cannot be normal summoned or set. It can only be special summoned by sending a beast-type monster from hand to graveyard. And then when it's special summoned this way, you can either increase its level or decrease its level by the monster you sent's level. So, for example, you could send something like a Lock Cat, and this could become a 2. You could send something like a Melffy, it could become a 7, and that's usually what you want to do because we play a lot of level 2s. You'll want to send a level 2 and have it become a 7. But basically, this is just a free special summon, is the idea. Then we're playing, actually, sorry, this should not be all Lock Cats. One of these should be a Kinkabio. But yeah, 2 Lock Cat and 1 Kinkabio. These both do generally the same thing. When they're normal summoned, you can special summon a level 1 beast type monster. Lock Cat is a level 3 and it summons the level 1 in defense position and negates its effects. Kinkabio is a spirit monster, which is kind of interesting. So this is kind of a recursive way to do it. You can do it multiple times. But it also banishes the monster when it leaves the field. So we're going to get to how we play around that in a bit. But basically, these allow you to get back your Mojas. And that's what they're here for. And also Key Mouse, which we'll get to in a second. Then we've got our Melffy package. We're just playing 2 of each of the main ones. This is just because I didn't want to spec too hard into these. I didn't want it to become just a Melffy deck, and also 2 I think is enough to be consistent, but not ridiculous, and not take up too much space in the deck. And then we're also playing 2 Calantosa, just for the puppy pop. Caddy is really great, it gets you to everything in the deck, because literally all of our monsters are beasts. We don't play any non-beast monsters. So honestly, like, you could probably bump Caddy up to 3, maybe take out a Calantosa, go Caddy up to 3 or something, or knock down a puppy. But but I just chose to play 2 of each. These are also level 2s for Egotistical Ape, as I mentioned before, so that's why they're here. Then we've got the Calentosas. These are just a pop on anything on the field. And then we've got one Hopier Squadron. This is one of our 2 tuners. Hopier Squadron can be activated from the hand. It's searchable off of Caddy. And this can make basically all of your synchros on your opponent's turn, which is kind of cool. And then we've also got one Key Mouse. This is your other tuner. It's a level 1, which means that it's recursive off of Lock, Cat, and Kinkabio. And if it happens to be destroyed by battle, you can add a level 3 or lower beast, which is Lock, Cat, or Kinkabio, or we could grab Moja, or we could grab any of the Melffys. So Key Mouse is a great one. Then I chose to play a little pendulum package just for fun. So we've got Monkey Board and Odd Eyes Unicorn. Uh, if you happen to draw into Monkey Board, that's really good because Monkey Board searches Unicorn, and these have scales 1 to 8, so you can summon anything except Kinkabio, Key Mouse, and Moja, and your alphas, which can't be special summoned by that effect anyway. So these will allow you to pend most of your deck. You could obviously cut these for more Melffys or something. I just wanted to play them. Then we're playing 2 Melffy Hide and Seek. These are kind of important in this deck because obviously they give your beasts protection, but additionally it's like mini Pot of Avarice for beast monsters, which our entire deck is. So this is a draw engine somewhat, and it also recurs anything that you don't want to be into the graveyard back into the deck. However, there is stuff we do want to be in the graveyard, and that's where we're playing Foolish Burial. This puts King of the Beasts in the graveyard. This puts Green Baboon or Yellow Baboon into the graveyard. This can even put like a Moja into the graveyard if you have a Lock Cat. So this is a great card in the deck. Wish we could play 3, but obviously it's limited. And we have 2 Rivalry of Warlords. Obviously we're only playing Beasts in the main deck, so this is pretty good. Our extra deck strays away from that kind of, but 2 Rivalry seemed pretty good. And then we've got 3 Imperial Iron Wall, which the idea with this is that 1, you've got stuff like Kinkabio, which vanishes, and you don't want that to happen. You've got stuff like Yellow Baboon, although I don't, it's a little bit of an anti-synergy, but that's why we only play 1. That's why we play mostly the green baboons. And you have stuff that relies on being in the graveyard, like King of the Beasts and Green Baboon. So the idea with Imperial Iron Wall is that your stuff can't be banished. And additionally, all of the stuff that focuses on banishing in the format right now, like Bestials, like DD Crow, basically Macrocosmos and Dimensional Fisher, all of the things that everyone's playing right now to counter stuff like Tearlaments, isn't going to work on you because we're playing 3 Imperial Iron Wall. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we've got 1 Naturia Beast. You can make this with Key Mouse and a level 4. That could be a Beast Striker. That could be a Egotistical Ape pitching a level 1. I think it can be 1 or more. So this could also be Key Mouse plus 2 Melffys, or like a Melffy and a Calentosa. There's a variety of ways to get to this, but Naturia Beast is obviously crazy. It's infinite spell negates, so that's pretty good. Then we've got 1 Ultimaya Zulkin, and this is kind of my favorite tech in the deck. You special summon this by sending 2 level 5 or higher monsters with the same level to your graveyard. And basically it'll be able to summon out level 7's dragon synchros from your deck every turn that you set a card. So we can get this, and then we can just start summoning these clearing synchro dragons, which are good in their own right. But they can also be used as level 7s to make level 7 Xyz monsters, which our deck is kind of based on. So this is just a cute little package I have here because we have so many level 7s or level 2s, or not level 2s, but like level 5s and stuff that can all, jive with each other essentially to make Ultimate Zulkin. Then we've got 1 Crystal Wing. This is just a good 8 because 8s are really easy to get to with our level 1 Key Mouse, and of course all our level 7s. And same with Cyframe Lord Omega. another amazing 8. This one banishes, quick effect banishes an opponent's a card from your opponent's hand and itself, and then recurs itself back to the field. So just a great card. We've got our 3 Melffy Xyz. Melffy of the Forest searches Melffy Hide and Seek. Joyous Melffys can give you a pop-off Kalantosa. Melffy Mommy isn't that great, but you know it's a good monster if you need to go into battle and take out something like that. And then we've got our rank 7s. We've got Harmonizer Gradiel. You'll recognize this one if you watched my Garnecia Elephantis video. This one basically can grab attributes of your opponent's monsters based on its material, and then it can't be affected by the card effects or it can't be destroyed by battle or the activated effects of monsters with the same attribute. So this gives you some like adaptable protection on this guy. Next, we've got Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon. This guy was also in that video. And it can't be destroyed by card effects while it has Xyz material. And then additionally, while it has Xyz material, every time your opponent activates a card or effect, you burn them for 500. So, and we don't use the detach effect because we're not playing Red Eyes, but this is just an annoying guy who sits on the field and burns your opponent and can't be destroyed. We've got Draco Sack, you know, it's a good level 7, everyone knows what it does. We've got Big Eye. This one can steal your opponent's monsters. It's just a great level 7. And then we've got AA Zeus Sky Thunder, which is, you know, just the classic big guy to play. If you've, you know, if you've got Xyz in your deck, you can always go into Zeus and, you know, pop your opponent's entire board. So that's the deck. It's not particularly good. You know, obviously we're trying to make King of the Beasts work, but I thought this would be a fun little deck to try out, and I think it went pretty well. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you like my content. I make a lot of stupid jank decks. And with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.